Hi, it's G from NSA with another simple lesson. Now, I was going to talk today about targets, aims, goals, and achievements. But I was sitting in the dentist's surgery, and while I was there, I decided to save the targets and goals for another day and look at something which is very simple and very practical, and that you can apply in your everyday work, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. And what this is a timer or a clock, and using the clock to your advantage, the same way that people do when they're doing the cross-training fitness exercises, where they give themselves 30 seconds or 1 minute for each activity and then move on and then do the next activity for 1 minute and so on. So I often think that for teachers and students who are under pressure, time is the enemy. And I think that for people who want to be productive in their life, and people who have things that they want to do, time is against you, because it's the one thing that we can't really get much more of. Sure, we can try to lead a healthy lifestyle, we can try to eat right, we can try to be safe on average with things, but we can't really do much about it. Our time is limited, so we need to be productive with our time on a personal basis and on a daily basis, because everything adds up over time. If there's something that you could do today and you don't do it today, you do it tomorrow, well, that doubles the amount of time it takes to do something. If you double the amount of time it takes to do something, you halve your life. So if there's something you could do today, but you postpone it to tomorrow, and then something happens tomorrow and it goes on to the next day, and it takes you a week to get around to doing that task, that's 7 times as long. You have lost a huge amount of potential future productivity if you don't get the little things done. And there's a lot of psychological information. There are a lot of health books, helpful books, which I'm sure will lead to good psychological health as well. There are a lot of books on getting things done, a lot of methods. I've been through a lot of applications on tablets and computers to see if I can be more productive, and the only one that really works is the clock or the timer. So let me show you what I mean. I've got here my tablet. This is a Lenovo. It cost about €200, and this is about my 8th tablet, so I think I know a little bit about them. I'm not a great fan of Apple, although I really respect what they do. I prefer the Android systems. I think they give a little bit more flexibility to the user. Either you control technology or technology controls you, so you've got to think about those aspects with technology. Now, yeah, just to give a little bit of background, the first tablet was an Asus Transformer. Asus make fantastic tablets, recommend them anytime. It was a Transformer 102, fantastic tablet, except they don't bounce when you drop them, especially on the bathroom floor. Second tablet was Transformer 103, absolutely fantastic. Did everything I wanted it to do. Probably make your breakfast as well, fantastic. Give that to my girlfriend, and I think the children used it as a trampoline. Funnily enough, it still works, which is great credit to the tablet, I suppose. Then those were 10-inch tablets. Then I had a couple of 7-inch tablets, which don't bounce either. And they were all Asus, because Asus were fantastic. And then eventually I invested in Lenovo because it was cheaper, and and I'm not made of money, so finances are important. So this was cheaper than what Asus were offering, although Asus have better quality. But this performs everything that I wanted to do absolutely fantastically. Except that it doesn't have a direct cable to external monitor, although it does have screencast, but there are issues with screencast software. But that's a technical thing for the technically minded people out there. Let's see, what have we got? Well, this is my home screen with all my daily applications. I think maybe in the future I'll run through the best applications to use for productivity. And I've got my business related applications. Then I've got my games for me and the kids to have some fun, a couple of music applications, and then I've got a few extra ones. I've got a screenshot application, I've got a weather application because there's a lot of snow outside and I need to know what the temperature is going to be to set the heating system for the house and so on. And get to the point, right? So on the Play Store there are hundreds of clocks and hundreds of timers, hundreds of applications. So just download and have a look and see what you like. So this is called Hybrid Stopwatch and Timer, and I downloaded that. It was for free. This is what it looks like, and hopefully you can see that. And what you can do is you can set the timer. You can do other things like different types of timers. I like playing with the graphics a little. I like things where you can change the graphics and change the color and all those things, just to personalize it. If you can personalize it, it makes it that much better. And so personalization is important. So there we go. Here is here's a tablet, and what I've done is I set the timer for 5 minutes. And I have activities that I want to do, and I write my list of it's the to-do list. It's a classic to-do list. This, and I try to break everything down into smaller parts. I try to break everything down into 5-minute or 10-minute jobs. Even if they're longer tasks, I try to break the longer tasks into smaller parts, 5-minute or 10-minute tasks. And so I put this on my desk and I start myself on a task, and I press start, and off it goes. And I've got 5 minutes to complete the task. So it's just like those cross-training activities. You got a period of time to get the job done in. And so it's a little race against the clock. It's a little bit of motivation. It's a little bit of keeping the mind focused on all the things that are important. And I just put it on my desk, and just like this over here, and then I get to work and do my work. Now, when the time runs out, you've got two choices. You just leave what you're doing and go on to something else, or you give yourself another 5 minutes. You reset it, and you're aware of what you've done. You've progressed. You've got some progress, but not enough. So necessary to continue with the activity. Give yourself another 5 minutes. Mostly, I would give myself a maximum of 3 periods of 5 minutes to get anything done. Now, if you look at what a lot of professional writers have written on time effectiveness for activities, 15 minutes for any work-related activity is usually effective, and then you need to take a break. You need to stand up, walk around. In fact, I don't need to stand up because I've got a standing desk that I work at. I don't work sitting, I work standing. I think better. It's better for posture, and it's better for your health. It's better for movement. I think better. It's better for the circulation of the body. Most health experts recommend a standing desk and not a sitting desk for health, and I feel a great difference. It's working all the muscles of the body as well as you work, so that's kind of a nice thing. So why not give yourself that advantage, and it also injects more energy into the work that you do. So I'm sitting now, but when I work with computers, it's standing, and all you need to do is put something under your desk to lift it up, or on your desk, and put everything else on top of that, and you just raise it and throw the chair away, and or give it to somebody, and on you go with your work. That's it. So so you set yourself a time. Most people recommend 50 minutes for activity and then a break. You know, if you're inside, go outside, get some fresh air. If you can't get outside, stick your head out the window or something. Get up, walk around. If you're sitting down while you're working, get up and move. Give yourself every advantage. It's a nice little bit of competitive edge to do your work against the clock. And you don't have to do it every day like that. You don't have to do every activity like that. But when you're under pressure, you need to get things done. Set up a clock. Set up a timer. Use the timer to help you focus. Use the timer for a competitive advantage. And you think about other things you use a timer when people use a timer when they're doing exercise. I've said that before. People use a timer when they're cooking, so they know when is the right time to take things out of the oven, or when is the right time to add certain ingredients. So timing is a key element to a lot of things we do in life. I've said before in previous presentations, you need the right people, the right place, and the right time for anything to happen, for anything to be successful. You need all the three of those things to come together. If they don't come together, then you're in trouble, and it's not going to happen unless you get a little bit of luck on the way. So along with planning the work time, also plan in some breaks as well. Give yourself, you can use it for 5-minute breaks, and if you've got some breaks, I made a note about different things you can do during breaks. You can have breaks where you just rest and relax. You can have brain breaks where you give yourself a different kind of puzzle or activity to do. I use you can do Sudoku or crosswords or other brain puzzle activities, or just take a snack or get yourself a glass of water or something, and then you can move on. So use the clock to help you is basically what I'm saying. And the time is running out. See what happens at the end? There we go. Time's up. So I can measure what I've done within that period of time. It's just an idea. You can take it, you can make something with it, you can improve it, you can reject it, you can do whatever you want. So those are my thoughts for today's simple lesson. Let me know what you think.